Hello social psychology students, welcome back. This video supports the 4.2 worksheet, Identifying a Research Gap assignment. This will be due in Module 4 and scaffolds the final project. There are two student-facing supporting documents to help you as you work on this assignment. The first is the Module 4 Worksheet Guidelines and Rubric document, which specifies the information that you should include with a specific focus on the critical elements. The second is the document that you're looking at right here, which is the template to be used for completing this assignment. This is the Research Gap Worksheet. At this point, you've already completed the literature review and reviewed the 5 articles that you have to for this final project. What you're going to do here is explore those articles a little further and identify a gap that exists within those articles. And so you're probably thinking, what is a research gap? Basically, you're looking for an area that has not been explored by researchers. A great place to start with this is in the conclusions section of the 5 articles that you looked at. Look for recommendations for future researchers that are included in the discussion section of each of those articles. That will help steer you in the right direction in terms of identifying a gap. Now you're only looking at 5 articles, so the gap may be pretty wide open. So a suggestion that I have to narrow down your search or identification of a gap would be to focus on the 2 specific articles that you found, as opposed to the 3 articles that were provided for you. The goal with the gap identification is to situate your study within the existing literature, within the 5 studies that you reviewed. An example is provided for you here that's highlighted in yellow. When you complete this template, you're going to remove this text, but it provides a guide. And as you can see with this example, what the author is doing is situating the gap that they've identified within the existing studies. Essentially, the gap that you identify would be the next logical step in terms of research. It would make sense that this research study, your hypothetical research study, comes on the heels of the research that's already out there. Once again, referring to the 5 studies that you reviewed. And the second component is, once you've identified a research gap, you next will develop a research question. You will once again remove the highlighted text here and replace it with your own question. But the goal of your hypothetical study will be to answer this research question. Therefore, my suggestion is to make sure that 1, your research question is answerable, and 2, that you don't have more than 1 question embedded in the research question that you develop. It should be 1 coherent question that aligns with the gap that you identified. If you have any questions as you work on this worksheet assignment, be sure to reach out to your instructor.